Hi everyone and happy Transfer Tuesday. This is the first Transfer Tuesday since I've paid off my car. It's only been a week and it felt like a really long week for some reason. I first of all want to say thank you so much to everybody who congratulated me and everybody for supporting me. Everybody was so proud, and it's just crazy that, you guys across the internet are here supporting me and cheering me on for something like that. So I'm so very grateful for all of you who joined me in that journey, and I'm very excited that my car is paid off. And this is, like I said, this is my first Transfer Tuesday since paying off my car, and all I have left are my student loans. So I have about $36,200, a little bit more than that. And over the last few weeks, I've been talking about my plan going forward in regards to my student loans. So they are in forbearance, they are at 0% interest, and that is through September, the end of September. So I decided that instead of paying those down directly, I will be saving instead. So I will be doing my Transfer Tuesdays to save money to my M1 spend account, which is at 1% right now, or it's earning 1% interest right now. So I will be transferring money to that every Tuesday and throughout the week. And then once it comes to September and we see what's going on with student loans, I will make a lump sum payment. So throughout this time, I'm gonna do my best to calculate what my debt would actually be at if I put it to my student loans. So I will subtract whatever I have saved from my student loans, and hopefully that would make sense. An update on my car though, as you guys know from my last video when I paid it off, I didn't get any sort of email, I didn't get a congratulations, I didn't get anything, and I still haven't received an email or anything. I'm expecting something to come in the mail eventually, my title, but obviously I'm not really concerned about it, but I have not heard anything since. I will also keep everyone updated on my credit score, because I know typically when you pay off your car that it will decrease your credit score, but I will say that paying off a huge chunk, it takes a couple of months for my car to process through to my credit score, but I did notice that my credit score went up 22 points because I had paid off like 2,000 of my car from the last couple of months. So obviously it hasn't updated with the new amount, but it did go up for that. I am interested to see what will happen when it's actually removed. I've made quite a few transfers over the last week, and I am going to make one today as well, sticking to my usual plan. Things are now a little bit confusing when it comes to my money. Not confusing, it's just a lot. There's a lot going on because of the way I'm doing this. I'm not paying it directly to my debt. I just have to keep track of it through M1 and through everything else all the other accounts that I have. And this also is not as satisfying because I'm not able to pay down my debt. So I am able to see the difference, but honestly, the time it takes for the transfers to go through takes a little bit longer. It is not immediate like with my car. With M1 Finance, there's no Zelle or anything, so it does take a couple of business days for things to transfer through. So it's not as satisfying, but I am still very excited to be making this progress, and I will continue to do Transfer Tuesdays. Like I said, I have quite a few things to run through, so let me just go ahead and get started. We will start with the savings, and the savings is what I will be saving for paying down my student loans. So at the end, I will calculate the difference. Last week, I had a couple of people buy me a coffee or buy me a debt payment, buy me a few debt payments. So the first person did not put their name. They identified themselves as someone, and someone gave me $20. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. That is going to my student loan savings. And the next person was Brandon. This has been the same Brandon. Every week, he seems to increase it a little bit each week. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much, Brandon. He also gave me $20. And again, that will go to my savings. Now, I do want to say for this week, if you are interested in buying me debt payments, I would actually really appreciate if you donated that money instead. I have received a lot of money through this app, and I'm so very grateful for it. But right now there is a GoFundMe page for something that's really important to me, and I will be participating in this in the next few weeks. Basically, what it entails is myself and several other volunteers go out to a city in Georgia where there's a lot of animal neglect, and it's just a really sad situation. In this city of Georgia, the animals are allowed to be tethered outside. It's not a problem for them to be outside without adequate shelter and water and food. The law enforcement there is just, it exists, but for the animals, it's not so important. So we go out and provide food and shelter and, hay, straw, things like that. So I will put the GoFundMe down below. We will be going out sometime in March. So if you want to do anything for this week in regards to that, that would be awesome. So thank you in advance. You don't have to say it's in my name or anything like that. I just want to put that out there. But between those two debt payments from Buy Me a Coffee, that was $40, but after the fees and PayPal fees, that came to $36.24. So I did put that to my M1 spend account. So that was my first official savings for my student loans, which is very exciting. I have a few more transfers, so I will update the total of what it's at right now in just a second. So $36.24 from those two. Thank you again to Brandon and someone. The next transfer I made was actually yesterday. So I received affiliate income from a company, and this was actually several months ago. It was like 2 months ago that I had made these sales, possibly even longer than that. And they didn't pay out for a while, so I'm not sure, I don't know what was with that, but I got $69.78, which is very exciting. So I transferred $69.78 again to my M1 spend account. And then the third transfer I did also yesterday was $210.85, and this came from my Chase Flex Reward card, Chase Freedom Flex card, and this actually includes a few cash back, so $10.85 of actual cash back from my spending, and then $200 were referrals. So I do have this always linked down below. I absolutely love this credit card, so I'm glad a couple of people ended up signing up for it. It does not tell me who signed up for it, but when you do sign up, you just have to spend $500 and you will get a $200 bonus as well. And if you use my referral, I receive $100. One person told me, so I don't know their real name, but their YouTube name is Peace and Shine. They told me they used my referral for the Chase card, so thank you so much to you because you helped me to get a referral, and that goes to my savings. However, I don't know who the second person was, so feel free to comment down below if that was you. But it is always linked down below if you're interested in opening a card with some pretty good cashback rewards. I will be making a transfer in just a moment, but I first wanted to talk about investments because this is all referrals as well. So I wanted to give a thank you and just share what I've earned. So I did open an M1 Finance account a couple of weeks ago. I used Penny's Not Perfection. I used her link for the $30 referral bonus. And so I did get the $30 and that was automatically invested. And then I had several people sign up using my link, and I don't know everybody. Let me count. So far, I've had 13 process and go through. So I have one more coming through. I have had 14 people use my link to sign up, and that's amazing. So I get $30, you get $30 when you sign up. That's only through the end of February, so that will be linked down below, but that's crazy. This is all just gonna be invested. That's kind of the point of this little account. I just wanted to see, I'm gonna let the $100 that I put in sit in there, and then whenever I get a referral bonus, it will just be automatically invested. Some of it has not been invested because it's still processing, but I also don't know who used my links unless you told me. So I know of 4 people, only 4 people of the 14, I know your names. So Jeff M, J C, like Jayc, Lainey B, and Laura J. Those are the only 4 people I know that used my referral link. So if you did, please comment down below so I can tell you thank you. So thank you to Jeff, Jay, Lainey, and Laura for using my link. That's helping me out, and I'm glad you're using M1. It seems like a really good app. I've enjoyed it so far, and we both get $30, so that's awesome. Currently, my actual portfolio is at $189.57 because only like $90 was invested from those referrals and my bonus, but I still have $331.04 pending. So I will just put up a screenshot of this because it's not actually processed through. And I now have 2 pies on M1 Finance. So I have one that was created by somebody on M1 Finance, and it's like a moderately aggressive pie with 8 different ETFs. And then I created a separate one for VTI specifically because I realized I would like to invest in that as well. So the 331.04 will all be going in VTI, but the first $90 went into the 8 separate funds. Okay, I know that was a lot, I apologize. Now we are going to do another transfer. I did get paid from YouTube yesterday or this morning, and that was over $700. Actually, my YouTube channel has grown quite a lot and I earned quite a lot in January. So I received over 700. And so I did have to pay a lot of taxes, not just from YouTube, but from everything else, because as you guys know, I've just been using the totals, and kind of what I prefer to do is just take the taxes out at the end of the month. So I already transferred over like 350 in taxes to save for my taxes, and that's in my high yield savings account. I also just had to pay for other things like my regular bills, so that brought down what I actually have from that earning, but I should be good to do another $250 transfer. I do think I'll be able to make another transfer by the end of the month, but my checking account will be very low and I don't like it to go, you know, I don't want to overdraft it. I don't know possibly if there could be a charge or something later. So I prefer to keep it with a little bit of a buffer room, but $250 is good for today, and if I make a transfer before the end of the month, you will know in next Transfer Tuesday. Let me cover, so here's the $250 that's gonna transfer. So you'll see that my current balance is $321.87, but this $250 is still pending, so I don't have a pretty screenshot to show you the current total, but when I add it up, that is $571.87. So let's subtract that from my student loans. My current student loan debt is $36,239.14. So if I put $571.87 to it, it would be at $35,667.27, which is pretty exciting because that would put me under $36,000 of total debt, and that's pretty significant. So that is what we're working with right now. And I am aware that Biden will probably not forgive over $10,000 of student loans, but I figured that even if, you know, it's just $10,000 or even if it's nothing, my savings are currently earning 1%. So the M1 spend account is at 1% APY, which is better than my high yield savings. And I'm cool with just gaining a little bit of money, even if it's just a little bit. All right, today was a long one, lots of little updates. This is the last Transfer Tuesday of February, and I will probably be putting a little bit more toward my student loan savings before the end of the month. But this is also your reminder to make a small transfer today if you can. Invest it, pay off debt, save it, whatever it is that you're working toward, just make a little money move, even if it's $1. And once you do, comment down below, let me know what you did, and I will see you in my next video.